Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about the boot armor that Ahsoka wears in The Mandalorian. If you hear any weird noises, it is super windy outside and my dog is curled up on my bed. So it's either going to be the wind or my dog moving around. Alright, so I got a reference picture on my phone. So I apologize for my drawing. I am not very good at feet, but I'm going to do my best. So this video is specifically just the boot armor. It is not the shin armor. Unfortunately, I did already make the shin armor and I lost all of the footage for it. So I will be doing an overview video for that, but I will not have a tutorial video. So let's talk about her boot armor. Okay, that's not terrible. So this is just going to be a quick rough sketch. I know it's a little small, but I do just want to get a rough sketch in so then we can talk about it. So that's the basic of what it looks like. They do actually only come a little more than halfway down on her foot. They don't come all the way down or anything. So they do only come about halfway down her foot, a little over halfway. They don't extend all the way down to the toes or anything. And then same with right here. They actually only come about halfway down the side of her foot. So they don't come all the way down or anything. So let me redraw this a little bit bigger. I'm just going to draw the armor pieces. I am drawing them how they look in my reference picture as close as I can get it. These are going to be a little off because I'm just doing a rough sketch right now. Okay, so it is 3 separate pieces going down her foot, and then like her gauntlets and hand armor and boot armor, there is a little silver piece in the middle and then the sides are blue. So this is the side. So we're going to call this 1, 2, and 3 so that I can differentiate the pieces. So we are going to start with number 3 right here. So we're going to say this is the toe and then the heel. So this is your toes and the heel of the boot. So starting off, we have like the front looks like that. It is very slightly curved, and then as you can see, these sides do angle down. So they do angle back. I don't know if they angle back that much because we're going from a 3D reference picture to a 2D pattern. But this is, again, just a rough sketch. And then we have this side piece here that kind of angles up, and then that's just gonna curve like that. So there are 2 different details on here. We have the silver panel, and then there is actually like a fold line type of thing. So, alright, so I grabbed one of my hand plates so I can actually show you what I mean by a fold, and you can see right here that the foam is actually creased, and I did glue it like that to give it that fold right there. So that's what I mean by a fold or a crease in the foam. So the difference between the boot armor and the arm armor is that the crease is actually on the silver piece. So looking at it, looks like the silver piece is like that, where it does actually extend past this corner right here, and then the crease part is right there. so let's move on to the next piece. So this is piece number 2. So this piece is the thinnest or the narrowest out of all 3 pieces. I drew it a bit wider here. It is not actually that wide. So let's see. So this one, again, like that. But this one appears to be a bit straighter. Then this one, it doesn't slope down as much like that. But this one, however, does slope down like that and then actually slopes up like that. You can see in some of the pictures that this does slope up like here. It doesn't just come straight back like this one does. And then again, just curves. So again, like this one, you have your silver piece and then your crease. Alright. So yeah, this one is not quite that wide. I drew it a bit wider, and I probably didn't give myself quite as much room as I would have liked for this first piece, but we'll survive. Alright, so now for piece number 1. So this one doesn't look like it curves quite as much as these two, so I'm just gonna draw it straight. And then these pieces actually look like they angle the opposite way. So we're gonna, yeah, again, I didn't give myself quite enough room to do this. And then looks like it angles back like that. And then looks like that. Yep, there we go. So these are what I think these are going to approximately look like. So I'm going to grab the boots I'm going to pattern these off of. The boots I am patterning these off of isn't going to be the final boot because I'm still trying to figure out what I actually want to use as my final one, but it will be close enough for me. And I'm going to take measurements and then draw these out on some paper and then transfer it to foam and make a couple of mock-ups, and then I will be back. So I did a couple mock-ups, and one thing I forgot to mention is, like all of her other armor, these ones do have this piece of detailing underneath, so they are 3 layers, but they are thinner than this, so I'm going to be using 2mm craft foam for all 3 layers. And the other difference is this bottom layer is thinner than it is on all of the other pieces. So it's more of almost to give it some depth rather than actually being noticeable. It is very hard to see in some pictures, but I do have one angle where you can clearly see that there is that bottom layer underneath it.